Hello, welcome everyone. This is the Digital DJ Gear Buyer's Guide 2025. And today in this short live lesson, I'm going to talk to you about why you should not buy DJ gear until you've seen and got this. Digital DJ Tips, the DJ School, is 15 years old. We've been producing this guide for 15 years. We do it for a very specific reason, because we want students in our community who've bought the right gear and who've set off on the right DJing path. Or we want people who are returning to the hobby, picking correctly, or people who are upgrading, making the right choices. When you've got the right gear and the right software, you're ready to take our training and join us on that journey, which is why we do it. It's a very, very popular guide and it's just come out for 2025. Hence, I'm here to tell you all about it today. So here it is, the Digital DJ Gear Buyer's Guide 2025. And this guide is the culmination of 15 years of knowing all the mistakes that DJs make. So before we look into the guide, I'm going to show you inside this. I'm going to tell you how you can get a copy of it completely free. Before we look into this guide, I just want to ask you a question. You're watching this live. We're going to come to the live comments in a second. But what do you wish, and this is really aimed at DJs who've been doing this for a little while, what do you wish you'd known about DJ gear and about DJ software at the beginning that you know now? In other words, what one thing do you wish someone had told you? What mistakes have you made? What is it about DJ gear and software that you suddenly know now that you didn't know before? Please do let me know, because we will go straight to you at the end of the look through this guide. But if you're watching this, wanting this, I'm going to tell you exactly how you can get your copy of this guide in a second. So do hang around for that. But first, let's have a little look into this, and it's free, by the way. Let's have a little look inside this guide. It's designed to help you choose DJ gear and DJ software. It's designed to keep you up to date, because as you're about to see, it is completely up to date. And it's designed to stop making expensive mistakes, stop you making those purchases that you wish you hadn't made. So this guy, let's flick the pages and have a look inside it. As I say, I'll show you how to get it in a second. So we produce this every year, right? So these contents you see here have been refined over the years. Obviously, we're a DJ school, so we'll tell you all about what we do here, but then we go straight into the good stuff. I introduce you to what it's all about. We talk about the DJ world in the last 12 months, and then we have a look at the guide itself and what you should do with this guide once you've downloaded it. So we talk through all the types of DJ gear, right? So you look at our reviews, anyone's reviews, and you'll be expected to know a certain amount about the way the DJ world works. And if you don't know that, you shouldn't be on the online reviews. You shouldn't be on the shopping sites. You shouldn't be at the point where you're thinking of spending money. You need this first. So we talk you through all the different ways people DJ nowadays. 2 decks, 2 media players, digital vinyl, standalone systems, using apps, using modular DJing systems, or using just a laptop. And then we talk you through the main ways people do it, right? So the main way, about 2/3 of DJs still do it nowadays, is with a laptop and a DJ controller. Why? Well, you'll find out. We talk about software. This is something people don't talk about or realize until it's too late and they've got the wrong type. So we go through all the different types of software and the controllers that work with those types of software. And you can see here we're covering all the big names in this game. But it's not all about DJ software and controllers, because there are other ways of DJing as well. So we cover those in the next part of the guide, where we talk about standalone systems. These are the systems where you don't need a laptop with you. And these are a different beast to the controllers. This is the second biggest way people DJ, like maybe 25–30% of people now are using this kind of gear. We talk you through all the big names in this field and what you should be looking for at all the different price points. Of course, you're going to need a computer, even if you are just using a piece of equipment that doesn't need you to take that computer into the DJ booth with you. So we talk about the types of computer you can get. And then, of course, there's legacy gear. There's this kind of stuff. We talk you through mixers and decks and all the things that people have always done DJing on. These have all changed as well. You can get this kind of gear that works with software as well as working in the old-fashioned way. You can see now why it's really important that you understand the game here before you start reading reviews and start getting your wallet out, right? We don't want you making expensive mistakes. So this is the DJ software and hardware guide. It's completely comprehensive, even down to production and live streaming and accessories. It is the guide that you need whether you're upgrading or starting from scratch as a DJ. And I want you to have this for free. So let me tell you how to get this guide now by going to going to Digital DJ Tips' special short code for this. So this is what to remember, but we'll also put it in the description underneath. So it's djtips.co, djtips.co, not .com, djtips.co/gear. Okay, really short, really easy. djtips.co/gear. Head there and you'll get a copy of this for free for becoming a free member of Digital DJ Tips, the world's leading DJ school. But also, you'll get a free copy of this. So once you've got your gear, this will tell you what to do on it. Our book, our Amazon bestseller on how to DJ. Both of these for free just for joining. And again, it's free to join Digital DJ Tips. So I've asked you to tell me, what do you wish you'd known about the DJ gear and software world before you splash your first cash on this kind of thing? Please do tell me in the comments below, because we're going to be getting to those in a second if you're watching us live, and we're going to cover a few of them on the stream today. However, I want to now, before we do that, just cover the 3 big mistakes that DJs always make in our view, having coached in the last 15 years of Digital DJ Tips. Over, well, actually nearly 50,000. Hey, who's counting? Nearly 50,000 DJs. So we know a few of the mistakes that people make. So here are the 3 big ones. 1, they spend too much on their first DJ gear. When you're starting out as a DJ, something like this is fine. This is the DDJ Flex 4 that works with a laptop from I don't know if it's Pioneer DJ or Alpha Theta. This is still Pioneer DJ, this one. They now call themselves Alpha Theta. That's enough. You can do more on that. You know, they say your smartphone has got more tech in it than they used to land on the moon. That has got more tech in it than the stuff that most people DJ with for decades. You don't need any more than that to learn. Or something like this, to give you a separate, different type of DJ system. But this is, again, an entry-level version of the standalone gear, right? So here's 2 ways of getting started DJing. And if you're not sure what the difference is between these 2 things I'm holding up, you need the guide, because buy one of these and you're locking out the chance of doing it the other way. There's a fundamental branch right at the beginning of your DJ journey, and those 2 bits of gear represent it. So you've got to get it right. Again, grab a copy of this, djtips.co/gear. Okay, so that's the first mistake. They spend too much on something they don't need. There's no point spending a 4-figure sum when a 3-figure sum will do. By the time you are ready to upgrade to something better, you know what you want. You know what it is that is good and bad about the system you're using. So the next step will be the right step. And you can keep your beginner gear as your backup system. All DJs need a backup system, so it's never going to be money wasted. And if you go off DJing as a hobby, you're not going to lose so much when you sell it, right? So don't spend too much at the beginning. Secondly, people don't understand the difference between these 2 types of system. As I said, now it's all in the guide, but if you go down the wrong route, you're done. Right, so the third thing people do, the third big mistake that we see people making, is they pick the wrong DJ software platform. Now, the thing is, most of this gear is designed to work with one type of DJ software, and there are 3 or 4 big platforms out there that are all very good, but they're all different and they're not compatible with each other. So once you've made a choice, you stick with it. We always say your DJ software is a lifetime choice. Your gear can change, but your software is a lifetime choice. Once you've committed to a system, then you want to stick with that for the rest of your DJ career, because it's very, very hard to switch DJ software platforms. So people choose the wrong software. So again, this guide will help you, because this guide talks you through not only the hardware and the accessories and the decks and the mixers and the modular gear and the iPads and the laptops and the controllers, but it talks you through the different ways you can DJ and the different software platforms. You can see, again, all the software platforms are represented here. And there's a whole article about why software is the important thing to choose. So that is the Digital DJ Tips gift to you today. It is the buyer's guide. It is our Digital DJ Gear Buyer's Guide 2025, which is now out and it's now available. Go to djtips.co/gear, where you will be able to grab your copy of this buyer's guide for free, along with a copy of our book. And that's our gift to you today on our 15th birthday. Our 15th birthday celebrations literally start right now. We're very, very excited. We've got a whole summer of giveaways, of special offers, of promotions and other goodness coming your way to help us celebrate 15 years teaching DJing. Who would have thought it? However, one of the truths about this whole game is that we would be nothing and nobody if it wasn't for you wonderful people. So I'm going to now go live to our chat room, and we're going to just cover what you guys and girls are saying about what we've been talking about today. So welcome everyone to the live chat on this, the beginning of our 15th birthday summer of celebrations. Let's see what you're saying. Hello to Kesha and Mike and Easy DJ, who says second time a treat. Yes, we did have a little false start on today's live show. It does happen every now and then. So Vin Diesel, okay, so we're talking about things you wish you'd known. So Vin Diesel's actually gone for a skill. Vin Diesel said, I wish I'd learned some of the shortcuts in my DJ software. And I know Vin is a Serato user. And look, I agree with you. We have DJ software courses that are designed to help you to do that. Our Serato, Tractor and Recordbox Made Easy courses. But you're quite right. That is definitely something that will save you a lot of time if you understand the shortcuts. Paul says, always buy Pioneer / Alpha Theta because I wish I'd known that in the first place. The rest pales in comparison. Well, there you go. There's a Pioneer Alpha Theta user there. But Beto says everyone is using Pioneer, but I got a Prime 4 Plus because that suits me better. So thank you for sharing that, Beto. I wish I'd bought a DDJ 800, says Easy DJ, when they came out, because they're not available anymore. Yeah, look, there's something very strange about DJ gear when you move up from cheap gear to more expensive gear. So this is a piece of cheap DJ gear. And by cheap, I mean entry level. There's nothing bad about this. 1, 2. 2 channels. Remember the old-fashioned DJ mixers? 2 channels, 2 decks. And the other piece I was showing you is also a 2-channel device, the MixStream Pro Go, right? 2 channels. 1, 2. As soon as you look over here to the expensive DJ gear, it's all got 4 channels, right? All of it. Now, look, I'm turning everything on here. Now, there is no such thing anymore as mid to expensive price DJ gear with 4 channels. Sorry, with 2 channels. I don't know why. They've all got 4. I don't know why they do that, because a lot of people want the smaller gear. They want to have less raw input, if you like, but they still want the professional stuff. It's like the old, why don't they make powerful small phones anymore? You want a powerful phone, you've got to buy a big phone. I don't know what the answer to that is, but you're quite right. It's completely true. There is no such thing. So Easy DJs had wished they'd bought a high-end 2-channel controller when they were first available. Thank you for sharing that with us. By the way, check in the comments underneath or the chat at the side of this video if you're watching live for your link to grab a copy of the Digital DJ Tips Buyer's Guide 2025, which you can also get, I'll tell you, at djtips.co/gear. djtips.co/gear. All right, so what else did you wish that you'd known back then that you know now about DJ gear? Tim says, instead of buying new turntables, I should have got better needles instead. Oh yes, I know all about that. I've just ordered a pair of spare needles for the turntables that I'm DJing on in a couple of weeks at a festival. We're doing a retro festival because I was so scared that the ones that are on there will break mid-set. So yes, definitely replacing your needles can be a good way of making your old-fashioned turntables sound good. Craig says, just reminiscing how expensive vinyl was back in the 90s. Hey, wasn't it just? So let's grab a few more of what you're saying about things you wish you'd known. Antonis says, I own 12 DJ controllers. Blimey, fella. Buttons are something you have to test in a local shop. Buttons are definitely something that people like or don't like about DJ gear. So most DJ gear nowadays has got hard, clicky buttons for starting and stopping. It turns out that people like that tactile click. But not all DJ gear. Some DJ gear has got softer buttons, like these pads are here, that are different feel. And interestingly, pads sometimes tend to be softer, and even sometimes they're velocity sensitive nowadays, where the harder you press it, the louder the thing happens. Whereas start and stop tends to be clicky, but you might not like that. And there are options. So I agree with you. It is worth testing these things in the stores as well. And Antonis also says compatibility with virtual DJ is everything. And that's another thing, you know, we're talking about software. Virtual DJ is many people's favorite second DJ platform. So it is definitely something to consider, although most stuff works with virtual DJ, to be honest. And also, Antonis, thank you very much for sharing all this, says you should read the instruction manual for your gear before you buy it in order that you understand what you're buying. We've got a great piece of good news for you here. For most of the more expensive DJ gear out there, Digital DJ Tips on our YouTube channel has a free video manual and training tutorial for that gear. So let me, again, I always say this, but the team are always like, Phil, what are you doing? But I am going to just show you an example of that. So if you go to the Digital DJ Tips website and you scroll to the bottom of the page, you will see a link to our free gear tutorials right at the very bottom, which will take you to this page here. And here you will see training tutorials for some of the most iconic, expensive, you know, big one-off purchase gear that you can get. And these are not just like little 5-minute videos. These are generally 2 hours long, and they are me in the studio with the gear going through every single knob, button, fader, utility menu option, screen option, literally every input and every output, everything about that piece of gear covered. So when you're thinking of buying it, or if you've ordered it and you're busy, you know, sat there like just trying to consume everything about the piece of gear you've ordered while you wait for it to arrive, that is your Bible. Come and have a look. And of course, if you've already got it and you're stuck, because there's always stuff that you don't understand about gear and that you just kind of push to one side. And I mean, I don't know about you, but I do it all the time. I do it with our software here at Digital DJ Tips. We clearly produce an awful lot of training materials and so on, and we've got web software and video software and stuff. And I always like kind of work my way around the stuff I can't do, when I really just 5 minutes with the manual could have got me a shortcut. And I'll work out a year in that there was something I could have been doing that had saved me so long had I figured it out. So look, I do it too, but it's something to avoid if you can. By the way, for those of you that have noticed, well done. But at the very top of the Digital DJ Tips website right now is our new logo, Teaching DJs Since 2010, although you can't see it because our live logo is over it. Hey, I can get rid of that. So there is our logo at the top there, Teaching DJs Since 2010, which is now going to be there for the whole of our summer of celebrating our 15th birthday. So there you go. Right, okay, what else are you saying about things that you wish you'd known when you first started out on your DJ journey about DJ gear that would have maybe saved you time or saved you money? Laptop compatibility with controllers, says Uno Nice on YouTube. My laptop is a powerful gaming laptop, but I've had it for 7 years and I do need a better one. Modern DJ software has done something that DJ software has never done in the past, which is pushed laptops to the limit. You see, in the past, DJ software didn't really tax the laptops very much that you ran it on. So you could run it on pretty much anything. But just recently, with new features, so key lock started it. You lock the key of the song, you move the tempo around, starts to tax the processor a little bit. And then AI blew it out the water. As soon as AI turned up and started doing stems and stuff, so separating the vocals from the drums, from the bass lines and so on in real time, you need a good computer to do that. Again, that's why the buyer's guide is so useful to you, because the buyer's guide talks about computers, but when we go to the part of the buyer's guide that does that, which is just about here somewhere, we are careful to explain to you that you don't need to spend an awful lot on a computer if you're using this kind of DJ gear, because this kind of DJ gear, the standalone gear, is only used with its own built-in system without needing to plug into a computer. You only use your computer to prepare your DJ music. So you can use any old computer, it doesn't matter. So there's no point investing in a great laptop and this kind of DJ gear. And some people don't realize that, and they spend loads on both. Thousands you could waste that way. So yes, you're quite right. It is important to have a good laptop if you're DJing in the way that needs that. So thank you very much for that. Stevie says, thank you very much for the free guide. You're very welcome. Techno Beat says, this is going to be controversial, but what I'm about to say, I'm going to buy the Denon DJ SC Live 4, which is a bigger version of this standalone. This is the Mix Stream Pro Go. So it's like this, but it's got 4 channels and a tilted screen. So you're going to buy that. So I would definitely prefer to buy something like this, you say, because it works with software that you like, but you're going to buy the Live 4. Well, you're making the choice between standalone and laptop, aren't you? And you say that it feels a bit excessive to you, Technobeat, to buy something that big. Well, look, at the end of the day, you're not new. I mean, this is someone who I know from our channel for a long time. You're going into this with your eyes open. One thing that I read from one of our community members recently was, I want to buy a DJ controller, but I've got no intention of DJing out in public ever. I just want to DJ at home for fun. Am I mad? Should I really be spending that money on this gear when I don't want to play in public? And I was like, oh man, I mean, I didn't respond to this person. They were already being dealt with by other community members. But I'm like, of course you should. DJing, for every person who plays a DJ set in public, there are 10 who don't. And that's absolutely fine. DJing has become this hobby that we can all do. You know, everyone who picks up a guitar isn't in a band. You don't have to be out there performing and hustling and earning money. And, you know, this is another thing. I want to go off on a bit of a tangent here, but this is another thing that upsets me a bit when I'm looking on DJ sites that are talking about, hey, you know, nowadays DJing is 80% social media and 20% DJ. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Not if you don't want it to be. DJing is what you want it to be. That's why in our book, the 5 secrets of successful DJing that we talk about in this book, they're so important that they get their own page. I know for a fact this camera is probably out of focus, but I'm going to try and show you anyway. Gear, music, mixing, performing. So gear's the geeky stuff. Music is the stuff that you need to do this hobby, the stuff that got you into it. Mixing is what you do with the music on the gear. Performing is what you do when you're playing a set. So this could be just at home, playing a set for your own good, recording it, putting it on your headphones to listen to at work or whatever. Or it could be live streaming, or indeed it could be playing a gig, right? But performing. And then the 5th one is success. Now, the point of success is it means different things to different people. Once you've mastered the gear, once you've got some music, once you've learned to mix, and once you've played a DJ set, you are hooked. We know that if we can get you to here, you're hooked. But here, success, well, this can be so many things. This journey is linear. You've got to do this in this order to get to here. But this bit here, it could be so many things nowadays because modern DJ gear lets you DJ anywhere, any place, anytime. You could throw something tiny like this into your bag and take it on holiday with you and DJ in the best places in the world with your phone recording what you're doing, and you feel like a superstar. No audience ever in that journey for you. You can live stream, as I just described. You can do your DJ mixes and share them online. You can find your audience for the kind of music you love everywhere in the world. There's someone who's into what you're into. And if you find them, then you've got a little crowd based around what you love. And you've not even left your home. And of course, modern gear like this will fit anywhere. You can pack one of these and head off to play in bars and barbecues and beaches. And one of my best gigs from the last 15 years was in a beach bar, which unfortunately has changed hands and is now a restaurant. But I used to sit there on small DJ gear playing as the sun went down and as the waves lapped the shore 20 yards to my right. You know, you couldn't do that in the old days with turntables and mixers and big stuff because you'd have to get it there and out. I used to just wander down with my backpack when I lived in that beach resort. You know, DJing is such a big thing nowadays. You can do it in so many places and in so many ways. So this idea that there's one way and it involves something that you don't want to do, rubbish. You do you. You do what you want to do. And that's the whole point. And that's the whole point of this, because there's no right gear for every single person. Depending on what you want to do, you could go literally as small as something like this. Laid back Luke, our tutor, DJs with this and his little phone at the back, and he plays the biggest festival stages with this. Or all you're interested in could be this. Proper, old school, massive, stick it in the back of your van if you want to go anywhere, DJ gear, right? There's no right and wrong. This is going to cost you the price of the car that you put it in the back of. This you could buy with your credit card tomorrow and have it paid off in a month or two. So look, don't let anyone tell you that this is the only way to DJ or that's the only way to DJ. Right, okay, so rant over. Let's get back to what you wish you knew before you started spending money on DJ gear. So Paul doesn't like, actually, Paul, you're unusual in this. I have to say, I'm not saying you're unusual. I'm sure you're a lovely guy and stuff, but Paul says, this is horrible. It feels like you're locked in a padded room when you're using it. This is the Mix Stream Pro Go. This is what we recommend to people who don't want a laptop with them when they're DJing. Well, you know, it just goes to show you can't please everyone all the time. This is by far my favorite piece of standalone DJ gear for many, many years. I think it's pretty much perfect. So again, just goes to show, Paul, we're all different, aren't you? You should write a book about DJ software. It's in there. It's in there. So Antonis says it's the biggest decision. Well, I've already told you it's the biggest decision, but it is in the book and it is in the gear guide. And again, you can get both of these things by going to djtips.co/gear. What else have we got then before we get out of here? So loads of you saying happy birthday, Digital DJ Tips. Thank you very much for that. Hello, Michael. Lovely to see you here. And saying things, nice things like, wow, 15 years and so on. DJ LB says, I wish when I bought my DDJ Flex 10, which is a big, powerful DJ controller, that I needed a powerful laptop with it as well to use all the features. Yeah, that's true. Easy DJ says this ticks most of the boxes for most DJs. The lowly little Flex 4, just poor quality knobs and faders let it down. I'd pay more to have it with better quality controls. I know what you mean, but hey, you know, you get what you pay for. I think they're very good. The best bit about it is they're very reliable. These things go and go and go. And so that's why well, one of the reasons why we recommend them. Let's get one or two more comments before we call it a day here. So Benny says, I wish I knew what I was doing when I got my gear because I couldn't use it. But of course, Digital DJ Tips has been so helpful in teaching me that. Oh, Benny, you say all the right things. So DJ Miyagi says the S11 is expensive and it's only 2 channels. Yes, you're quite right. So what DJ Miyagi is talking about is this kind of thing. This isn't the S11 actually, but this is a similar thing. These are very, very specialized, very expensive DJ mixers. They're not only mixers, they're controllers. That's why they've got all the buttons in the front. This is niche DJing. This is the kind of thing that scratch, turntable and performance DJs buy in order to do DJ performing, to do routines, to do competition sets and to scratch. And yes, they only have 2 channels. That's because there is no such thing, let me just put it away again. There is no such thing as a 4-channel scratch mixer. Scratch DJing is always done with 2-channel mixers. So you're quite right. You can buy 2-channel gear that's expensive, that's only got 2 channels, but it's only that very specialized stuff. And there's no such thing as expensive 2-channel DJ controllers anymore, which was the point I was making. Thank you for helping me clarify that, DJ Miyagi. And then the final comment I'm going to put off today from all the wonderful comments that you are sharing is DJ Spider. DJ Spider Monkey, who says, my tractor controller, there's another type of DJ software, has never failed me yet. I wish I'd got it sooner. So there we go. But also another thumbs up for everyone's favorite second piece of DJ software. DJ Spider Monkey says, virtual DJ is great to transition into karaoke, music videos, and so on. And I agree with you. For those things, that is a good platform. Right, I hope this has been useful to you today, people. Remember, the point about today's lesson is, if you didn't know it existed, to give you the chance to grab your copy of this. It is the Digital DJ Tips Annual Guide on the best DJ gear and software for this year. Fully updated with all the new innovations and our commentary on what you need to know to not make any mistakes. You can grab your copy of this at djtips.co/gear. And not only will you get this, but you will get this as well. Our book, which is a bestseller on how to DJ. Both of them for free, and it doesn't cost you anything to join. djtips.co/gear. And if you're already a member, if we've already sent you this stuff, if you've no idea where it is, your email's a mess, you've thrown the towel in, just go stick your email address in again. You won't get all this stuff that we send beginners. We know we've already sent you that stuff. Just go put your email address in again on that link, djtips.co/gear, and we'll just send you this stuff, the stuff that you've forgotten or downloaded or emptied your trash or whatever and got rid of. No problem if you're already a member. If you're one of the 50,000 students, or you're just one of the nearly 500,000 people who have been through our doors over those years and signed up to that list. Incredible, really. Right, listen, thank you very much, everyone, for joining me today. I hope you've got some value from this. This is Phil in the studio saying, get good, get out there, make the moments, and I will see you again very soon. Download links are underneath. Bye for now.